In the meantime, House Republicans are discussing the possible impeachment of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. The Committee on Homeland Security is meeting to mark up the articles of impeachment, moving one step closer towards a full House vote. The House GOP want him impeached over his handling of the southern border. At the hearing today, Mississippi Democratic Congressman Benny Thompson disagreed with the committee's actions. Let's listen.
The sham impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas is a baseless political stunt by extreme MAGA Republicans. Chairman Green, Representative Margaret Taylor Greene, and others have pushed for and even fundraised based on this pre-planned, predetermined scapegoating of the Secretary.
If your refusal to obey the law leads to the death of your fellow Americans, you no longer deserve to keep your job. You're breaking the people's trust. That's why the framers gave Congress the impeachment power and why, according to James Madison, the father of the Constitution, impeachment can be used to remove those unworthy from office.
CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga joins us now from Washington. Nicole, House Republicans, as I understand, have crafted 2 articles of impeachment against Mayorkas. What more can you tell us? What are these 2 and what is this all about?
Yeah, Lilia, House Republicans on Sunday released these 2 articles of impeachment against Secretary Mayorkas. They're related to his handling of this influx in migration along the U.S. border with Mexico. Now, the first article alleges the DHS secretary is refusing to uphold the law. The second accuses him of breaching the public's trust. Now, that first article claims that Mayorkas has willfully defied laws that require migrants to be detained, instead allowing some migrants to remain in the U.S. pending court proceedings and others seeking asylum to temporarily work in the country. As for that second one, well, Republicans say the secretary lied about the U.S. government's operational posture along the border in previous testimony.
I wonder, Nicole, how unprecedented this is for an impeachment of a cabinet member. It's just such a political thing. But Secretary Mayorkas did not appear at the impeachment proceedings. However, he released a letter to the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. How did he respond? Talk to us about what he's saying about these allegations and also just how unusual is this?
Yeah, well, the last impeachment proceeding of a cabinet member, Lilia, was 150 years ago. Now, one thing we haven't seen is Secretary Mayorkas. There has been some back and forth about why exactly he's not yet appeared. DHS claims the secretary was not given the opportunity. Republican lawmakers say the secretary refused the opportunity to appear before the committee. But in that scathing letter you mentioned sent to the chairman of the Homeland Security Committee this morning, Mayorkas not only shoots down the articles, but he writes, quote, "I assure you that your false accusations do not rattle me and do not divert me from the law enforcement and broader public service mission." Now, Democrats have repeatedly asserted that policy differences, disagreements about how to enforce immigration law are simply not impeachable offenses. You heard Ranking Member Benny Thompson there. They already tried to adjourn today's hearing. They've pointed to previous testimony of constitutional experts who overwhelmingly say these articles have not reached that very high bar of high crimes and misdemeanors needed to, as you point out, take this sort of unusual, rare action of attempting to impeach a cabinet secretary.
And the next question is how unlikely it is to pass the Senate. But we got to move on to the next news. Nicole Sganga, I could talk to you about this for a long time, but thanks for joining us for this bit.
Thank you.